Dad was fishing for lobster out of Cape Jaffa. Cape Jaffa was a reasonably large port. There was 30 boats that were fishing from Cape Jaffa off the jetty. It was a good income for a lot of families in that area. Fishing is a skill and you've got to enjoy the hunter-gatherer type of opportunities it brings. If you're clever where you set your pots, you can catch a good catch. The more effort you put in and find all the nooks and crannies, the more catch you can get and the more enjoyment in your job. As a kid, 13, 14-year-old, I was always hanging around the Cape Jaffa jetty. I would go fishing with other fishermen. I enjoyed it, I liked it, and any school holidays, any opportunities, I'd be out fishing with Dad. So it wasn't really that difficult decision to leave school and go and work for Dad. But then I had an ambition when I was about 20 to go and run my own boat. In May 1980, I did buy a boat and licence. I'd saved up over the years and I think the boat cost me more than the licence. The boat cost $30,000 and the licence cost $20,000. The season started in November, so we had the winter to get things prepared. We did a lot of work. You had to make all the pots. It was always a challenge to find your pots every day because you only had the compass and a sunlog in the boat. If you're out 20 miles, which a windy day or a bit of tide, you had to allow for that as well. Then you get to your area, right, we're about here now, you get the binoculars out and say, now there must be a flag here somewhere. And if you couldn't find it, well, you started guessing of which way you've drifted, you have to go and find it. So it was fairly challenging, not like now where you've got GPS that gives you exact location. Sometimes I think it made ordinary fishermen into better fishermen. So we then made the bold move of moving from fishing out of Cape Jaffa to fishing off Kangaroo Island, which was completely different. Camping out, staying for extended lengths of time, away from the family, and just learning a whole new way of fishing. In 2000, we decided to change tack and look at moving into the processing side. In the mid-90s, we'd owned a fish shop in Victor Harbour where we were processing fish. We were very lucky. Debbie and I did a business course to write a business plan, end up with some products at the end of it. So these products we were quite excited about. They were the lobster medallions and the sashimi lobster tail, and still today the lobster oil. We took a trip to look at the rest of the world and see what it was doing in 2003 into Brussels Seafood Show, which back then it was the biggest seafood show in the world, and could see that, wow, this is a different world. In 2004 we decided to enter in the awards, which was very prestigious. Lo and behold, we won first prize, which was a big surprise for us and a lot of other people, I'd imagine.
As General Manager, I manage 3 sites across Port Lincoln, Adelaide and Port Macdonald. We try to operate as one big family and be personable, even though there's distance between us. That's what we try to do. People trust our name, our brand, but as a family member, you never turn off. So you're always answering your phone at midnight. So there's lots of ups and downs, but I think there's more upsides. I love what I do. With our history of our lobster value added, we have branched out into underutilised species.
So the underutilised species we've been doing, the knife jaw, the latchet, the ocean jacket, these are all fish that are unrecognised by most people. So we've chosen these to get them on the plates and get people trying new fish that they otherwise probably wouldn't buy.
Over the years, Ferguson have been very committed to developing new product. We will continue to find new ways of eating lobster, new ways of eating all sorts of species.
We've developed raw lobster halves. They're about 300 grams per serve. They're available in independent supermarkets, and 1/2 is 1 serve per person, and they've been cut and cleaned and packed to cook at home. You just add 40 grams of garlic and herb butter, and it takes about 7 minutes on the barbecue.
Most of the other lobsters I've tasted are very bland. It doesn't have that sweet taste. And this is what the Chinese see in it. It's just such a superior product to all other lobsters in the world. I think the biggest thing that comes home to me is when we travel and look around, we've just got it all here in Australia. I'm pleased I'm in a family business that we've had support all the way through. Without a family, it would be very, very hard. We feel very privileged and fortunate to have such a beautiful product that is sustainable from the icy waters of the Southern Ocean.